Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's Nemesis. For those of y'all that are watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody else. If you need a one-on-one, the link is in the description. It might not let you book one if you need it this weekend, so just email me and let me know your availability and we'll get you in. If you want to donate to the channel, the link is also in the description. And I just make sure y'all go check out Superstition, my new single. First of all, it's available here on the channel and it's available on all streaming platforms, and it's about my narcissistic experience and overcoming it. And it features a voicemail of my ex narc trying to hoover me, and I ain't going for it. I also just released another single called Masquerade. It's about my ex narcissist popping up in person, basically acting like she was a completely different person than I was in a relationship with, and basically trying to avoid accountability. And the song, it's a real personal song to me because the first verse is from her perspective and the second verse is in my response to her perspective. So it is based on true events. But enough of that. Today I want to talk to y'all about why, I think I did a video on this, but I'm going to do one again. Why you're not getting over the narcissist. And I know there's different stages of healing. I try to tell people there are different stages. I'm just a lot further on my healing journey than y'all are. And some are more, further than I am. And that's okay, because this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. It's not going to be something you snap your fingers and it's over. But it is going to require you to do the work. It's no way around it. I don't care what shortcut you think you're going to take. All you're going to be doing is burying the problem. So, with that being said, one of the reasons, at least, why you're not getting over them is because the life that they promised you, or the fantasy that they sold you, seems more exciting and more valuable than your reality. I'm going to say that again because I stuttered a little bit. The life that they promised you and the fantasy that they sold you seems more exciting and more valuable than your actual reality. Because a lot of y'all are thinking, okay, well, we were supposed to get married, we were supposed to have kids, we were supposed to travel the world, we were supposed to do this, that, and the third. And that seems way more exciting than what I have going on right now. The reason being is because a lot of us are just sitting in our sorrow. And don't get me wrong, you're going to have those days where you're just emotionally exhausted. You got to sit at the house. You got to get yourself together. That's fine. The thing is, do not stay there. Because what you have to understand is that was a fantasy that they sold you. But the thing is, you still are the architect of your own future. You and God. So that exciting life that they promised you, it might not be with them, but you can still create that life, if not create a better life. But what it's going to take is for you to get out of the house. What it's going to take is for y'all to put the phones down sometime. And I understand, everything a lot of things go on the phone. You got your business on there, you got your kids, you got this, that, and the third on the phone. That's fine. But a lot of us get so involved in this phone and get so scared of the world, you don't want to go out and meet anybody. You want to meet them online. You don't want to step outside of your comfort zone. You rather do it over the phone. You don't want to go out into public places. You want to Uber Eats or whatever the case is. And I get it, people are batshit crazy these days. I understand completely. But the thing is, you have to get from behind this phone. You have to get from behind your emotions. You have to get out of your head. That life that you could have lived with them or whatever, and I'm not even gonna say that the life you could have lived. All they did was promise you some shit that you wanted for yourself in the first place. And they tricked you into thinking that they were finally gonna deliver that lifestyle to you. Not knowing you are fully capable of giving that lifestyle to yourself. It's just gonna require work. I tell people, if you want anything in this world, you're gonna have to do some shit outside of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. So if you want to accomplish anything, that fucking defense mechanism you've been using for the last 15 years, you're gonna have to work on it and get rid of it. That defensive thinking that you've been using for the last 15, 20 years, however long, you're gonna have to work on it and get rid of it. That people-pleasing shit that you've been doing for the last 20 years, 25 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever, you're going to have to work on it and you're going to have to get rid of it. That childhood trauma that you've been running from relationship to situation to alcohol to weed to cocaine to heroin, whatever the fuck you do, whatever you've been bearing that with, you're going to have to face that and you're going to have to work on it. If you're scared of starting a business or going out into the world because you're scared of what people are going to think, let me tell you something. People are going to think until the day they die. So you can't be afraid of what somebody thinks of you. Because people are always going to have an opinion about you, whether you're doing right or you're doing wrong. Oh, fucking well. The thing I learned about myself in my 32 years of living, everybody is not going to like you. I don't like every fucking body. And that's okay. But you have to get out of that mindset, they have to like me. They have to accept me. No, you need to like yourself. And you need to accept yourself. That's what you need to do. Because I'm going to tell you one thing I learned too. That friend shit is overrated. You're going to meet you a couple solid people if you're blessed enough in this lifetime, and you might meet a solid partner. That's all you're going to end up with, if that. But you need to work on yourself and become so abundant in your mind and so goal-oriented where you can give a goddamn less if somebody comes into your life or stays. And I'm not saying in a toxic manner, but I'm saying be self-aware that you are worth staying with. Be self-aware that you did work on your trauma. You did work on your triggers. So you know if somebody comes into your life and they don't want to stay, 9 times out of 10 it's because of some shit that they're on that you're not comfortable with. So you will be less likely to be begging for a spouse, begging for some company, begging for some acceptance because you accept yourself. Those of y'all who follow me on Instagram, when y'all see me take pictures, who am I with in those pictures? My goddamn self. And I'm a whole entertainer. I'm still by myself. Reason being is, and I know a lot of people, I'm talking about from Houston, where I'm from, all the way to Canada and LA and Florida, all that shit. Know a lot of people. But do I deal with a lot of people unnecessarily? No. When I go out, 9 times out of 10, I'm by myself, and this is Texas, so I carry my gun with me. And I'm cool with that. And 9 times out of 10, I go there by myself. I know everybody there. But I don't allow everybody into my space because what I'm working on, this purpose that I'm full of, is sacred. And I'll be damned if I let somebody else fuck it up or let somebody else other than God be the decision maker of how far I go in life or how I feel about myself. You need to adopt that same mindset. If not, another narcissist is going to come and eat you alive. You don't have to please everybody walking this earth. It starts with pleasing yourself and working on yourself so you get out of that mindset. It's a whole world out here other than them. And trust me, I didn't think it existed at once upon a time myself. But as I started healing and started getting back to myself, and not only getting back to myself, but being better than I was with that individual and before I was with that individual, I started seeing, man, it's so many other beautiful women out here. It's so many other cool people out here. It's so many other people I ain't got to fucking argue with. I don't have to beg for. It's so many other people that are more aligned with my purpose than she was. And that's when I started knowing, okay, you are not my end all be all. You were just a bump in the road. You need to understand that your life does not stop at this person. It never did, and it never was designed to. You made that stop. God been trying to pull you up out of that, but you kept telling him no, and you got free will. He ain't gonna make you. But what he is gonna make it is to where there's no peace between you two, because you were supposed to say peace a long time ago. You need to get in a habit. You need to get in a habit of working on yourself, being a better person for yourself, being a better person for your kids, being self-aware for yourself, being self-aware for your kids. Stop trying to please somebody else all the time. Please yourself, because you got to look in the mirror. Unlike them, you can look in the mirror. They can't look in the mirror. They'll damn near turn to stone because all the shit that they did, and they don't like what they see anyway. Believe it or not. Stop going based off of what people are saying and look at their actions. I can tell you right now, I'm an astronaut. Have you ever seen me in fucking space? Have you ever seen me driving a rocket? Have you ever seen me on the moon? No. So if I tell you I'm an astronaut without no damn proof, do not believe I'm an astronaut. No matter how adamant I seem to be about me being an astronaut, if you haven't seen any proof, that means I'm not an astronaut. That narc ain't who you think they are. And yeah, they might have showed you little fragments of proof. Oh, well, yeah, I do got some good in me. But how consistent was that? See, now, if I tell somebody I'm a singer, you see the consistency. He's putting out music. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's whatever. You see, there's a consistency about what I say I am. There is no doubt in your mind, if y'all are following me outside of this, that I am a musician. If I tell you I'm a YouTuber, there is no doubt in your mind that I'm a YouTuber. Why? Because I consistently put out videos. There is no, oh, I put out a video, I disappeared for for fucking 6 months, and then I'll put another. No, they're consistent videos coming out, which lets you know what I'm about. If there are inconsistencies in somebody's behavior, that ain't who the fuck they are. It's an act. Trust them and believe them to be what they shown you. But anyway, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all go check out my singles, Superstition and Masquerade. They are of the pop genres. I think y'all enjoy them because a lot of y'all say y'all want to hear my story. That's the perfect place, and that's the perfect way to hear my story, because I'm telling it in those records. If you need a one-on-one today or tomorrow or whatever, email me, because I don't know if it'll let you book it for the weekend. So email me, let me know what you need. If you want to donate to the channel, even if it's $1, I appreciate it. The link is in the description. Stay your ass off they social media. You thought you were safe, didn't it? Nope. Stay your ass off their social media. And if you need a t-shirt, the link is also in the description. Patreon. If y'all sign up to my Patreon, it gives you half off of all sessions for a lifetime. So y'all make sure y'all tap into that. But other than that, man, be kind to yourself. Trust yourself. Work on yourself. Another day, another way. And you ain't got to listen. But I know you heard me.